And welcome back, everyone, to the Matinee Review, where two friends talk everything entertainment, such as movies, animated features, television shows, video games, cartoons, and comic books. I am Justin.
I am Akili.
How goes it, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. How are you?
I'm good. Fair's over, and I'm getting a good break from the drive.
Fair is over.
So that's nice.
Shout out to all the people at Fair. It was good to see y'all.
Yeah.
People that work there and patrons as well. It was good to be back. It was good to be back live with people.
Yeah, it was. It was interesting. At first, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And that was like Saturday.
I remember.
And then Sunday was like, all right.
You had some anxieties about a month before. A couple months before.
I don't know about you. This is my first pandemic. So, yeah. But yeah,
I don't know, man. I was born a black man in America. There's probably some kind of been fighting my whole life. Something. It's not a pandemic. It's just being born. Damn it.
I don't know. I'm finicky about dying. It's just me.
You're finicky about dying.
Yeah. Just call me old-fashioned. Want to live as long as possible.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't we all kind of?
Some want to live longer.
True.
I just figured it's like, at least give me the longest route possible. That's just me.
No, I can dig it. Yeah. Coming from a person who's never, I was thinking sometime last week, I was like, I've never broken a bone. And I don't know if that means that I'm just always very protective, or just maybe I'm not adventurous enough in life. Like maybe I didn't take enough risks because, but then I'm like, why would I want to break a bone? It sounds painful. It's like, so I'm like, I'm good.
It's not something I would strive for.
It just means now if I break a bone, it's going to be fucking.
It's not like if I had a bucket list at the end of my life. I'm like, I haven't broken a bone yet. Who's got a hammer? One thing we can talk about, because on the last episode we did talk about how there was just a little bit of rain came for the fair. Just a little bit of sprinkles hit the ground, and then the weekend after, a lot more rain actually hit us really bad. Like 5 inches in under 12 hours.
Yeah.
Hot. So that was, we're camping in the bomb cyclone, as they put it. That was interesting.
That was a real neat walk back to the tent.
Yeah.
That was neat. I actually enjoyed that. Looking back, I was like, that was actually fun in that, thrill seeker kind of way, I guess. I'm walking through a storm. I could get blown away. This is crazy weather. Ah!
Just everything was flooded.
Man.
Food court was flooded. Streets were flooded. And if they weren't flooded, it was just the boggiest mud that there ever was. Slip, slop, slop.
Take all the rain that Forrest Gump describes and just put it all in one day.
One night. It hit.
Yeah.
10 o'clock until about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it was just nonstop. Not like in waves, just heavy.
Every time I woke up, it sounded exactly the same. Constant, heavy. And that exact same sound was just loud as fuck.
Right.
It just, yeah. What do we talk about on the show anyways?
I was just thinking, because I was going through the intro in my head where we talk about, movies, comics, and I was like, and sometimes we just bullshit about our lives.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's how we are.
Yes.
When we ask each other, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, but sometimes when we just ask each other how we are, and we just, that's what happens.
Right.
So there it is.
Yeah. Good times. Right. So, but that's how we are. Fair's over. It was fun. Now we got a lot more coming up. A lot more we get to talk about.
Man.
Yeah. Because it's just, it seems to be nonstop. Here it comes. Yeah, why don't we just get into talking about that? Shall we get back to something we didn't do last episode, and shall we talk about the news?
The news. Let's talk about the news. Bow! It's a big one.
It's back,
Got everyone. A lot of news. Big news.
Just as I dropped
this
my
is
phone.
That Sunday newspaper edition that the paperboy chucks at the door because he's trying to knock it down. Deluxe paper. Boom! Get your news, motherfucker. It's here. We haven't.
Pretty much just kicks the door down and just throws it into the doorway. Boom! It's here. I'm done carrying this.
Thanks, Roger.
Got the rest of the damn street to do.
Sweet kid, that Roger.
Expect a good tip.
Hope he catches a flat on his tire, trips over his front handlebars, knocks out his 2 front teeth. Let's get into the news.
The news. So a lot of stuff happened.
Yes.
DC Fandom happened.
DC Fandom.
The Dome.
Yeah.
Yes. Everybody went to the Dome online.
Right.
It was a big event that everybody watched.
I just like how you said it. A big event online. Everybody showed up.
Yep. They were all there.
Yeah.
It was a big party. Lots of woos and yeah and rah and what? No. But they did show a lot of
I
stuff.
like your parties. Your parties. Just a bunch of people taking like whippets. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah. Wow.
I'd walk into that party, immediately look around and walk right out. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah.
Some outer limit shit right here. Like,
I think I missed the boat. This is,
yeah.
There's, you know how you walk in a park, people are like, you got to catch up. It's like, yeah, no, I can't. Y'all are too far.
Good time.
The DC Fandom.
Yes, it did. It
what happened? What happened?
What happened?
What didn't
indeed.
happen? We should say what didn't happen.
There was
DC Fandom, man.
There was a lot of trailers and teasers. Mm-hmm. There was an Aquaman, I guess, sizzle reel behind the scenes. Did you watch it?
No, that one I did not see.
Yeah, I didn't either. And then there was the Suicide Squad versus Justice League. I guess it's called Suicide Squad.
Kill the Justice League.
Kill the Justice League. There it is. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know more than I do.
Well, you know, it's video game shit.
Hey, I enjoy video game shit too. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
No,
what are you saying? I'm biased?
Or nope. I'm
just
saying
like
I
all
jumped
movies. Is that what you're saying?
Nope. I'm saying
Do
go
we have
ahead.
to fight? Do we have to do this right here? All right. Jeez. Oh, it's starting shit. So Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League trailer. A lot more, I guess, detail about what's going on.
Yeah.
There's more footage, and you get to see what
Yes.
the gameplay footage pretty much kind of looks like. At least the movie portions, the cinematic portions within the game.
Yeah, the meantime in between times. Right. Yeah.
Looks cool.
They didn't really show you a lot of like actual gameplay.
No.
Which is cool. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this, man. Got to see a lot more clips of like, you know, we only saw a little shot of Superman in the first teaser trailer, but now we can see Flash.
Green Lantern.
You know, we can see more of Supes. Yeah, Green Lantern stepping down those steps. That was a cool little intro of him coming down the steps and makes for himself and things like that. Was neat. So, yeah, I like the concept. I think it's cool. They got Deborah Wilson to play Waller. I think it seems like she's doing a lot more video games now because she was in the Jedi Order.
Right.
It was the last game I saw her in. So, yeah. What do you think?
I haven't seen gameplay footage, but overall story concept, yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess we get to see a lot more aliens and other creatures phasing into wherever they are, Metropolis or Gotham or Central City. It just seems like you're probably going to be going to each little city, possibly, because you're the first ones to infiltrate Metropolis, unless the whole thing's taking place in Metropolis. But looks cool. I would like to see more when it comes to gameplay, like I said.
Yeah, it looks like Brainiac's around, and yeah, a whole lot of stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it looks like the little reading that I did about the game looks like you're gonna be able to. It's gonna be one of those things where all four the characters, you can either do 4-player mode, like it's online or something like that, or 4-player co-op, or if you're playing by yourself, then it's like you control one character, the other 3 are there controlled by AI, and then you can switch between the 4 characters.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Unlike Guardians of the Galaxy, from which I hear, I think you can only be Star-Lord.
And you control everybody else.
You can be
Well,
everybody.
I mean,
Okay.
or at least you control everybody else by that. I mean, you tell them what to do. Attack this guy. Do
right.
that. Get
Right.
that
You
thing.
can't. So you can't that took away my want to play the game right away. I was like, well, I just don't want to just be Star-Lord. So
Right.
I'll look at that. But no, this sounds Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Release date just 2022. Don't know yet.
Some point.
Some point.
As probably as everything gets pushed back, that's pretty much, we can just say next year. Sure.
Then I imagine we'll get one more trailer that does show gameplay.
Oh, yeah,
or one of these they'll do the whole hey, look at the first 2 minutes of this level or something, just so you can get a sense of how everybody's moving and this and that. So
Yep.
Cool. Keep an eye out for that. Go get it, everybody. What else we got on the docket at the fan dome?
We have the black Adam teaser. No effects, everybody. That's right. That was all natural. Woo!
Yes.
Black Adam teaser. We got some behind the scenes introductions of the characters. We have an airplane flying over right now, in case you can hear that. We also had Pierce Brosnan saying it's the craziest thing I've ever worked on.
And he's worked on James Bond.
Right?
Man.
So, and he's Dr. Fate, which is cool. Which is damn cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, the Black Adam teaser happened, and we got to see a little bit of footage, which was cool.
He freaking vaporizes a guy.
Yeah, just running
He
electricity.
freaking picks him up by his neck and just
runs electricity through him to the point where he just disintegrates.
Man.
Yeah. Ash.
Man.
That was cool.
Man.
Yeah. And then when he takes off
It
and he
was
just starts
cool.
floating there as they're all shooting at him, and he catches the bullet. And
Catches
then
the first bullet. Yeah, it's like, what's going on with this?
Right.
This is what you brought to the party to kill me? Nah, man.
Right.
This ain't gonna work. Let me show you what works.
Right. Looks cool. They didn't show much other than that.
They're showing you just enough to get you excited, and it just seems like this is gonna be a big movie. I think this might be DC's best work that they have coming.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, might as well jump into it now. I think the best work is going to possibly be, because I'm biased in this situation, Flashpoint, or at least The Flash, whatever they're calling it. Just because you're bringing back Keaton. And that trailer, man, I'm in. Just having Keaton talking about whatever the fuck he wants to talk about. Just have Michael Keaton talk the entire movie. Have him be Batman the entire movie. Have the Flash kind of come in the background and go, okay, yeah, I agree with you, and then just cut away from him and then go back to Keaton, and then you just call it Batman. How about you just make another Batman movie, strictly Batman with Keaton? But I digress. Looks cool.
This is why it's one of the reasons why I don't think that it's going to be DC's best work, because I think they went, hey, how does everybody like our Flash?
Nope.
And they went, you know what? Let's see if we can get Mike, because you know what I did see? I saw the little teaser trailer for the Flash, where the Flash was not the star of his own trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see Black Adam. When you're excited to see Flash, so you can see an old Michael Keaton, that just says a whole lot about what they're throwing up there for Flash. So,
Yeah.
it's going to be awesome to see Keats walking around.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just the little shot we get from behind, like I said, the Flash isn't the star of his own. He isn't the star of his own trailer. He's pulling up to the old Wayne Manor.
Mm-hmm.
He's opening things up, and you're just like you're getting ready to see Batman.
Right.
Like you don't really care that Flash is there. At least I didn't really care that Flash was there.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, definitely some interesting shots in there, like the cowl and other parts of the bat suit on the floor of what looks like probably the little library room or sitting room that Bruce was in the first movie when he's talking about Jack Napier still alive, all that type of thing. So it just looked like it was, a lot of blood as well. There's also a shot of what looks like a very charred black arm, just like that somebody's reaching for, and I don't understand what the hell's going on there. A lot of stuff that makes you kind of go, okay, cool, look, that's what a teaser is. I like this.
No, it's a very good teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They did show 2 Flashes and Supergirl right off the bat.
It did.
But
it did.
That's okay. That's okay because it gets you going like, wait, what's going on here?
Right.
Huh?
Right.
It shows enough, but not too much. I also did like that we're seeing, I guess, kind of an amalgamation of the Dark Knight Batcave and the 1989 Batcave, because you had the waterfall.
Yes.
I was looking at that going, that wasn't in the original. What's going on here? What is this? So.
What is this?
You're getting into a Nightmare Before Christmas over here.
And only 300 more days to Halloween. Damn it, man. I hit a pothole.
It's all right. We're here. Flashpointing. We're flashpointing. Flashpointing.
Okay. I saw the Flash trailer, and I can't help but think, I'm just thinking here, like, man, what's he been up to this whole time? Or what's happened in his Gotham City that, is he still putting, obviously, like, is he still putting on the cape and cowl every day and doing it? Or just because Flash shows up and he's like, yo, I need your help, then he puts the cape and cowl back on? Like, ugh. Well, I'm all excited for the Flash movie to see Batman. I honestly don't care what the Flash does.
Obviously, the Batmobile has been covered this entire time because he's not just like, parking it, turning it around, and
or maybe
getting back in it.
Or maybe he just realized he keeps it in a place with fucking bats and shit, and he's he doesn't want it to get like guanoed and dust and.
Sure, I mean logic. We get that. You got a Batmobile running around with a bunch of bat shit all over it. But people would be like, "Oh, there's Batman again." Jesus, wash your car, buddy.
Right.
She's got the fingerprints of "Wash Me."
You got
on
all
the back of it.
You got all these super fucking gadgets and all this shit. Can't afford a fucking sponge and some soap, huh? Fucking.
He's got a car cover. He's got a natural car cover. He's got the shields. That's what the shields are for. Not bullets and stuff like that. It's for the fucking bat shit in the cave. And then he just takes the shield off. He's like, I'm tired of washing all of these car covers. That's why I created the shield, man.
Can you imagine? It's the montage of him getting dressed. He's throwing the gloves on, the boots come on, he stands up and he walks down the steps. He turns around the corner, he's just like, God damn it.
Covered.
The car is just covered in that shit. Alfred's just like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm trying.
Oh my god. She's got Batman with a pressure washer.
He's just
all dressed and ready to go, and he's just
he pulls up to the local car wash real quick. People are like, is that Batman? He's like, yeah, look at his car. Shit.
Suddenly something comes on the screen. Two-Face has gotten away. Damn it!
No time for the wax. I gotta go. He pulls up to the scene. There's still soap on the car.
Christ. Thought it would dry on the way.
Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, that would be a funny little thing. Okay.
Yep. So, got another Batman movie coming up.
we do have another Batman movie coming up, and it's not, the Flash is not in.
Thank God.
Right. No, this movie, so I thought the teaser trailer for this movie, this film, was great. This full trailer is just, even like, I was sold on the teaser trailer. I was like, this movie's going to be dope. Now that I've seen the full trailer, I'm like, yo, this movie is going to, like, I think this is going to be the nice next pinpoint when people go like, oh, Batman Begins was a good, like, if you had to make an live action origin story of Batman, people usually go Batman Begins is the one. Like, that pretty much is the winner, seems like.
Right.
This here is going to be that nice, oh, if you had to tell that year one story, year one, year two, this is going to be it.
I think they're telling year two at this point. He's already established himself somewhat. He's got his outfit. It's not the, hey, let's try this out and let's see what's going on here. He's already established himself. So now it's kind of more of the villains establishing themselves.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Batman 89 was more of like a year two, kind of year three, wasn't it? Because he didn't have a signal yet. He's just a dude who kind of popped up. He was more of like a myth, a mystery, and all that. So like he hadn't been doing it that long in the 89 one, had he?
I guess not. I guess maybe he had only been doing it about a year.
Huh.
So I guess that 89 was about year two as well.
Huh. Right. Okay. Well,
just didn't get the whole, we got hints of him doing his training around the world. It's like, where did he get this? Where's this from? It's like, it's Japanese. How do you know that? It's like, I got it in Japan.
Yeah. Got it in Japan.
Yeah.
King of the Wicker People.
Knox. Alexander Knox.
What a dick.
Exactly.
What do you say? You're gonna need a long lens.
You want to shoot me nude, you're gonna need a really long lens.
Days before sexual harassment, everybody.
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm reading your stuff. Well, I'm reading yours. Hey.
Right. Starting the whole thing off with, hello, legs.
Right.
Yeah.
Way before sexual harassment was mandatory. Because good Lord.
Right.
Hello, legs. Hey, man. Hey, some respect, okay, brother? What are you doing?
Right. One more comment like that, I'm going to talk to HR.
Speaking of legs, I like this Catwoman. I like Mrs. Zoe Kravitz walking around as Selena Kyle. She seems like she's going to be in the movie more than I thought she was going to be. Because there was a lot of shots of her, a lot of reaction shots, like she's, like something's always happening around her.
Right.
I think she's going to be more pivotal in the movie than I thought she was going to be.
Yeah.
Like they're going to really bring the Selena Kyle, Bruce Wayne, like kind of, that classic relationship that I think,
the Batman Catwoman relationship.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yes. Seems good. My thing was when I saw the trailer, watch it on the phone because that's how most things are watched these days. So first time I watched it was on the phone and everything was orange. You have this very orange tone about the whole movie. Even the sky in Gotham is orange, and the sunlight and the lighting, just everything's orange. And I went, Batman Begins. Or everything had that orange, gritty tone to it. And I just kind of went, another Batman movie. It just, I'm getting to the point where we are trying over and over and over and over again with Batman. It's like, we got it. Michael Keaton's Batman was just a whole new start. And then Val Kilmer's Batman, it's like, it's a whole, but, we're starting again, and try and keep it going with George Clooney. That didn't work. Okay, we're starting again with Batman, all right? Now it's Batman with, we got Christian Bale, all right? We're starting a whole new Batman. All right, did 3 movies of that. All right, so we're going to start with Batman again. We're going to do a whole new Batman. And then guess what happens after that Batman? What do you think they're going to do, folks? They're doing it right now. They're doing a whole new Batman. Can we fucking have at least another Superman movie? We get Man of Steel, and then it's Batman v Superman. It's like Superman gets pushed to the side because guess what? Batman's here. And I get it. Yeah, everybody goes, yeah, Batman's the coolest guy because he doesn't have any powers. And he just keeps going. He's able to, dodge, dark sides of makeup beams and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. There are so many Superman stories that can be told. That can be told live action, that are being told through animation, have been told through animation, that if you put it in live action, people would enjoy these movies. And we just don't do it. So my opinion with this new Batman trailer is, yeah, it's another Batman movie. Can't wait to see it. Good, looks great. Get to see the Batmobile. Again, I'm getting bored with Batman. I'm saying it now, folks. And we may lose people, we may gain people. I don't know, but I'm getting really bored with fucking Batman. So yeah, Batman trailer looks cool. I'm interested in seeing at this point more of the villains than I am Batman. Definitely interested in seeing more of Colin Farrell's Penguin, because when you first saw the trailer, everybody's like going, who the hell is that guy? And then everybody's like, that's Colin Farrell. What? So yeah, I'm interested in that. I want to see how the Riddler is handled in this, because that actor is an absolute nutball in most of the things he's in.
Paul Dano.
I think he's been kind of typecasted as you're going to play the psychotic guy. Because you're really good at it. So, yeah, perfect. And get to see more. I want to see more of the villains. Batman is going to get a speech and a talking to from Alfred. It's going to happen. Because Alfred's there to tell him, Master Bruce, you need to...
he's the voice of
dial
reason.
It back.
Yeah,
you
he's
need
the voice
to.
Of reason.
Okay. Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
It's Andy Serkis this time.
Shit, I get it. He's got the car. He's got the gadgets. He's rich. Right, just
do the good Superman.
Write a good Superman movie.
It's coming.
Write a good Superman movie.
It's out there. It's coming. Because you understand, all it's going to take is for that one good Superman movie, and then they're going to print Superman movies like they're doing the Batman movies.
Yeah. And now the conclusion.
Right.
So, yes.
So the Batman, everybody. Batman's coming.
Batman is coming.
Yeah.
And I will see it. It's not that I don't want to see it. I'm just getting a little tired of it. It's okay.
For sure.
All right.
And we should have mentioned, just backtracking a bit, Black Adam comes out July 29th, 2022.
Yes.
So go get that, go see that. And then The Flash is supposed to drop November 4th, 2022.
So a year from today, then.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then the Batman drops March 4th, 2022. Right around the corner. Oh, budget, $100 million budget. We'll see. Money spent.
Not as much money spent as a usual Batman movie. So I'm happy about that. Let's see what we can do with $100 million.
Oh.
Let's see what we can do with an $80 million budget.
I see here, they put it right there in the premise. In his second year of fighting crime, Batman uncovers corruption in Gotham City that connects to his own family while facing a serial killer known as the Riddler. See, and again, just really awesome the route they took with Riddler. Like, this is smart. I thought a Riddler, I've probably said it on the podcast before, we've for sure talked about it a bunch of times. I thought one of the best team ups would have been Zsasz and the Riddler, because Zsasz does the crime, Riddler leaves the clues and whatnot. But if you just make Riddler the serial killer, that also adds to that gives another element to the Riddler, where everybody's just, everybody either thinks of, ooh, Ooh, damn! I wanted to get his name right. The original '66 Riddler. I forget the actor's name, but or they're thinking of Jim Carrey. So now we have this Riddler that's like, here's an actual. No, this dude's fucked up.
Yeah.
So I like it. I like that. I really want to get the actor's name from the thing. Don't you beep at me.
It beeped at you.
I'll beep at you, computer. Come on. What was the actor's name? Why can't I find it?
You'll find it.
Frank Gorshin. Boom. There it is. Frank
Knew
Gorshin.
it all along.
No, I didn't.
You just wanted to put a little, little suspense in our show.
There's a bunch of people. Frank Gorshin. Like, they're pretty sure a bunch of people got it before I did. Frank Gorshin, you idiot. What kind of nerd are you?
Music to it. Dun, bum, dun, bum,
I think I hear your friend Jason's voice in my head. He's like, Frank Gorshin, duh. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, Jason. I know I should have known off bat. I didn't. I'm sorry. So,
he probably didn't know it.
He knows a lot, man.
He does, but, there's certain shit he didn't watch.
Was he not did he not?
I'm pretty sure he watched the Batman show and then went like, I can't watch this. And then opened a book.
I'd be.
He did. He's like, I'm good. I've got better things I can do. I can either write a better show or I can read something that's better than this. And he probably did. He's like, I'm gonna go learn about math. It reminds me of what was it Cable Guy, when Jim Carrey falls on the satellite and the dude's watching. He's like, he's disappointed. Then he turns to the side and there's a book. He opens up. He's just like, oh, right.
Like he just discovered reading.
What is this?
Right. Like, oh, this is lovely. Do more of this.
Too funny.
All right.
So, the Batman.
So then let's get into the next thing. Yeah, Peacemaker trailer. John Cena does it again.
He does it again, and he dances in his underwear again, or at least now he's dancing in his underwear. Here's one thing this episode may seem like I'm griping a bit, but here's one thing. I'm excited to see how dumb this is going to be because it looks really dumb, and he's fantastic in everything that he's been in lately. But just because it was funny that he walked out in his underwear, do we have to have a scene like, oh, everybody laughed at that, let's do it again?
I don't think that was
regurgitating
so much
shit at that point.
I think that's for. I think they're trying to sell some sex with that. There's a lot of, I don't want to just say ladies. There's a lot of people that like John Cena. So they like to look at his body. So there you go.
Absolutely, of course. I get it.
Everybody wants their Tom Cruise sliding across the fucking floor moment.
Right.
Slide. Yeah.
Sure.
Records on the shelf. Sit and play it to me by myself. I wonder what he's listening to when and it looks like he's crying because he's doing a whole.
He's getting into it. He's really getting into that scene. And then it also seems that he also gets in a fight wherever he is in his underwear. Unless it's in a different scene where he's also in his underwear again. And then he's fighting in some apartment building and then gets kicked out of the apartment building and goes flying into a car or something. This is where I'm getting to the point where it's like, is he superhuman? What's going on here now? Like,
he might have a little super soldier in him. Who knows, man?
All right.
Whatever keeps America safe. He's here for our freedom.
I really like how they establish, like, dude, you're a dick. If you stop being such a dick and use that as a defense mechanism, people might like you.
They went and got good old T-1000 to play as Pops.
Dude, that hair. That hair. That's pretty funny. I really know that he enjoys doing the straight face comedy.
I mean, he's great at it.
Yeah.
He keeps one of the best straight faces in the business, man.
Right.
I feel like you. Is this how it feels to not know names all the time? Robert Patrick. Boom. Nailed it. First try. I'm glad that they got someone in Peacemaker that's, that he can share that chemistry with, kind of like he did with Idris Elba's character, where there looks like they're gonna have this like back and forth, like, look, anything you can do, I can do better, kind of thing when it comes to getting the job done. So I think that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, the whole thing looks good. Like I said, good and dumb.
Yeah, I mean, James Gunn is behind it, so
yes,
it's gonna have his feel all over it. So
I believe he directs what 5 of the 8 episodes or something like that he did. Yeah. So that looks good, looks fun, looks dumb. Yeah,
and we'll get to see what the heart of it all is, because there's going to be an underlying like, well, I guess that it's trying to turn Peacemaker into a good guy, where he's like, you don't have to be such a dick all the time. So maybe that's what I think. I guess he's dealing with his father issues and a whole bunch of other things. So
the guy who finds himself to be the hero, who is not really the hero, becoming the hero, and also becoming, like you said, a good guy. So Peacemaker, that looks cool. That is.
It does.
When is that dropping? Is that this year? Or is that next year?
I think that's like, I wanted to say it was January next year. January 13th. Yeah.
Cool. Right around the corner.
January 13th. Right before my birthday. Woo! Hey, party. Gonna have one of Justin's whipping parties. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Because I saw his face. Just because I saw his face.
I gotta ask right now. What's a whippet party?
A whip? I don't know. Well, the drugs, the whippet. The kids do the whippets.
Okay.
And then it's just like a party. Because you were talking about
just
having
a bunch of people doing fucking Nas or whatever, and just making dumb noises.
Yeah.
Immediately turn around and walk the fuck out.
Yeah. Justin made it to the party.
I'm leaving now. See? Fuck. What the fuck is going on? You're all insane.
Yeah, see, and you're the type of smart ass dude who gets to the moment where, like, that's what you do out the door. You'd be like, ooh, yeah, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
110%. You always have to mock as you leave. Just a reminder, this is how you sound. That's you. That's what you sound like.
Moving on.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
We get Hawkeye this November.
We do get Hawkeye this November.
Day before Thanksgiving.
Indeed.
We get 2 episodes back to back of Hawkeye.
We do.
Looks cool.
Two arrows. Double shot.
Yeah. Looks cool. Looks fun.
Looks like Jeremy Renner's going to have a lot of fun in doing this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which is good because Hawkeye haven't really been having a whole lot of fun that we've seen, not until the fam comes back, because he's been you go tell him, you go up there, you ask him, he's been a little ornery.
Yeah, well, when you have a haircut like that, you're really pissed off. At that point, I was like, either shave the back or shave the whole thing.
Nah, man, he's going through it, bro. He was going through it.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this anger over this really dumb haircut.
Yep.
They even fixed it in the cartoon. They're like, here, just take the back off. Done.
Yeah, I think the young lady that's what's the character's name? You know better than I do. Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop, sir.
Oh. Yeah, I think the young lady playing Kate Bishop is. Yeah, well,
it's okay.
Sometimes it takes a little bit to go through the file cabinet, but you find
That's all
it.
right. That's all right.
Find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I like the whole thing. It's like, oh, some people would call me the deadliest shot. It's like, are you one of those people? She's like, yeah.
Yeah. She's like nodding her head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks fun.
I think this is good. It does look fun.
I like
fun
that they
the
brought
best
Lucky
way
in. A one-eyed dog named Lucky.
A one-eyed dog named Lucky.
Yep.
Is that like in is that lore? Is that
He had a dog. He had a one-eyed dog.
Okay.
Yeah, but comic books, man.
okay? Yeah.
I mean, not that I read all of those comic books or any of them, but I know that in them there was a dog that he had. So, one-eyed dog named Lucky.
Man, good old Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, Haley
Why does it sound like
Stanfield.
something Morgan Freeman would say?
What?
A one-eyed dog named Lucky. You know, just.
Andy Dufresne had worse luck than a one-eyed dog named Lucky.
Oh my God.
Crawled through a river of shit and filth to God knows what. The distance of 3 football fields.
Right.
Just short of half a mile.
The only man who can crawl through a river of shit and come out on the other side clean.
Yeah. Oh, Shawshank Redemption is such a good movie, man. Yep. Hey, dude. Hey, if y'all out there have never seen Shawshank Redemption, do yourselves a favor. Go watch Shawshank Redemption. It's one of the best movies of all time.
Yep.
Seriously, that movie is so great. Like, it's one of those movies. Like, it, no matter what I'm doing, if I'm flipping through channels, if I just see like it's on, it's going on. Like we're watching it. Yeah. That's what's happening. Like, it's like, oh, that's Shawshank Redemption. Yep, everybody, shut up! Shut up! And we're watching it. Yeah, so good.
Turn your phone off.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman should narrate everything with James Earl Jones, just cause.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Hawkeye's gonna be good.
Should be.
It's gonna be some fun stuff. Jeremy Renner, Haley Stanfield. I think now. See, this is one of those things where sometimes you probably shouldn't look at casting and stuff because it might give stuff away. But I do see in the cast list Florence Pugh.
Yes.
As Yelena Belova / Black Widow.
Yes.
That's how she's cast.
Well, because
check that out, man.
She is technically the new Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing we saw with her in Black Widow was her being egged on by fucking Bitchy McBitcherson. I don't know what her fucking name is.
I literally leaned closer to the microphone in anticipation of what you were going to say. I was like, "Ooh, is he going to try to get her name again? This is going to be awesome."
No. What is it, Val? Just call her Val, but don't call her Val. Just call her Val. It's basically pointing her in the direction of like, yeah, this guy killed your fucking sister. Go get her.
That's funny.
So yeah, she'll be in there.
Funny.
She'll be trying to kill him.
For the record, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
All right.
No, I did not do that from memory, so don't be super impressed. I literally looked that up because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna try it. I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
I said it wrong on the podcast. Whatever
Julie
podcast that was.
Dreyfus.
Yep.
Seinfeld fame. Hawkeye. Go check it out, everybody.
Don't have to go far. Just turn on TV.
Just in time for the holidays.
Yes.
Get together with some people. Get together with grandma if she's around. Watch some Hawkeye.
And also, just in time for the holidays, the New Year holiday, Boba Fett, folks. The Book of Boba Fett has a trailer. It looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Are
you on a
Well, let's understand.
Good. I'm not the only one griping today. I feel like I'm fucking bitching over here. Like, oh, this guy and I hate Batman and why is Peacemaker got to be in his underwear?
You're just Mr. Stormy Cloud today.
Right, exactly. Just the rain keeps on falling on top of me right now, and I just don't like it.
We have a word for people like you.
Party pooper.
Oh man. No, it's so to understand this. Let's understand. Let me preface all of this by saying, have never been the biggest Boba Fett fat. Just like not like super like juiced people love Boba Fett. I'm just not that person. So it does look cool, but I'm not like the Mandalorian. I was like, oh, okay, this is something kind of like a newer character.
Right.
So it's like, oh, we're going back and telling Boba Fett's story. I'm like, okay, cool. And, but not saying I'm not, like, I wasn't like super juiced, like yes. So, but it does look very cool. And I am interested to see it because it's, same people involved and it's going to be a good story and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I didn't get like, oh yes, Book of Boba Fett, dope,
Right.
But it's good. Yeah, it does look cool.
It's hard to be a huge Boba Fett fan when really, I mean, what did he do? Except he got Han Solo, sort of. I mean, the Empire got him. He followed him. And then he got knocked into a Sarlacc pit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's about it. So it's just the look, the overall look, and then the lore, and then the books that people
he's one of the most famous characters. Books. Like,
yeah. So like all the stuff outside of the actual movies, he isn't this kind of, I don't know, guy who didn't really do anything. He didn't really do anything in the movies. I mean, really, folks.
That's what I'm saying.
So what made him cool was Mandalorian. You had Jango Fett in the prequels, and you have that actor, which is cool. He gets to reprise his role as either the clone or the actual character. Now he gets to be Boba Fett.
I guess, yeah, because I was going to say, unless you want to, if you want to make his claim to fame, like, oh, his blood runs in all the clone troopers. Like, if that's what you want to put the stamp on Boba Fett for, like, oh, we wouldn't have clone troopers if we didn't have Boba Fett.
Yeah, well, I mean, we wouldn't have, clone troopers if we didn't have Jango Fett. But, Boba was the exact copy of Jango.
That's right. That was his pops. That was not. So,
right.
Okay, yeah, then again.
So, I mean, he's still a clone, but he's just a clone that wasn't given the rapid aging.
Right.
Yeah.
That was his pops.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. All the stuff that was cool was done outside of the movies.
Yeah, I was more excited for Mandalorian than I was for Book of Boba Fett.
Absolutely.
Like at the end when they're like, Book of Boba Fett coming, I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. Cool.
I could be wrong.
I'm more excited for Boba Fett than the Andor show, if that means anything.
Right. Yeah, because, there's not much to really talk about when it comes to the Mandalorian, or I mean, the Book of Boba Fett. It's all right. Everything's fine.
Go watch the trailer. It's there. Like, he took over Jabba's palace. And
we all knew that. So now he's, he's doing his thing.
He's doing his thing. Right. He's doing his thing. It's perfect.
So. Yeah. Uncharted also got a trailer going into the Sony realm.
Oh, Tommy Holland lifting weights. He's been hitting the gym.
Oh, yeah. That guy's always been out of shape, but look at him now. Look at him now. Good for him.
Well, because you're hiding a lot of it underneath that Spidey suit. So now he's gonna be getting dirty. He's gonna be in t-shirts and tank tops and showing off the guns, and yeah, he's gonna be doing his thing. Uncharted.
At first, everybody's going, "Why? He's too young." And really, I think they've signed him on for the next 30 years. Like, he could keep doing this now.
And when you kind of think about it, isn't that kind of a young man's game?
Yeah.
I mean, you're out roughing it and trying to find treasure, and we've gotten so used to seeing Indiana Jones, little old, kind of run around and do all that. But like, realistically, if you get a younger person to do all that, that's more of a younger man's game.
When you have to jump from crate to crate.
He's 25 for crying out loud. I mean, that's not. Yeah. Dan River, he's grown. He's an adult.
Right.
He's fine. He's 25.
Yes.
He'll be just fine.
Yeah. When you have to jump from crate to crate, that's hanging out of a plane. Can't do that. Really, they can get like 72.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, I think it looks like it's got a Tomb Raider feel to it. I don't think I ever played any of the games, so
I have not either.
Yeah, so this will be just a straight up kind of treasure. I'm looking for treasure. Right.
We'll
see what happens.
Yeah, I take that back. I did play, I think, part of the fourth one when my friend bought a PlayStation 4, and he had bought that game. I remember driving through the mud in a Jeep.
Okay.
That's about it. So that was cool. It's fun. And yeah, trailer looks cool. Mark Wahlberg seems like he's still Mark Wahlberg.
Still being Marky Mark, man. He's not changing.
No.
Yeah.
I did like that line, though. It's like, I think he just threatened my life. Yeah, you take your hand off your ear. You look stupid. I think that's what he said. Take your hand off your ear. You look stupid.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Whatever. We can edit this out. Anyway.
I saw like, just a movie where I was like, oh, Uncharted. Okay, Tom Holland. Saw the trailer once. I was like, okay, cool. We'll see what happens. And then haven't really watched it since. So.
Right.
I know just when it was announced, a lot of people were upset because they were just like, why don't you just go get Nathan Fillion to just do the thing? So people were like, oh, you can't do Uncharted without Nathan Fillion. And Hollywood went, yeah, we can. So whatever.
They even did a short. Was like, somebody filmed a short with him.
He was kind of signed on. They were going to get Chris Pratt, and even Mark Wahlberg was going to play I think the Nathan Drake at one point before they went like, yeah, like I think you said somebody went, hey, don't we want to make like a bunch of these movies? And they're like, yeah, like, can we not get these 30 something, almost 40-year-olds? Can we find someone who's going to be able to do this well for the next few years? And they're like, all right. Yeah, right. Good point.
Yeah.
Cause Mark Wahlberg is 50, gotta be at this point. Right. And
he still whispers, so we need somebody who's going to be able to at least...
Chris Pratt probably still pretty young. He's 42, so, whatever, still pretty young. But, yeah, they want to make... And Nathan Fillion, 50. So, yeah, I think somebody for sure went, hey, can we not get these older dudes because we want to make a bunch of these movies? Can we go get somebody young? So they're like, great, let's go get Tom Holland.
Well, if we do this correctly, we could make 10 movies over the next, 15 years, that type of shit.
Right.
And just watch him age, watch him go through it. It's smart. Starting with Harry Potter not being a kid, starting with him being a teenager and watching him become an adult. So yeah, looks cool.
And Antonio Banderas shows up. So
yes, he does.
So that's I love me some Antonio Banderas. So if anything, they'll get a little bit of my money. I'll go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One we've all been waiting for, folks. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Jared Leto's Morbius. Looks
one of those times I cannot tell. It was like is he? I think he's bullshit. I don't know. Hard to say.
I'll never let you know.
I don't know. Yeah, you'll know. We'll run with it. It's awesome. I like it.
So Morbius comes out.
The highly anticipated Morbius.
Yes.
Yeah. Jared Leto once again getting into his bag of like, I can be like creepy, mysterious, but then like I can also remember me, ladies. I'm a sex symbol. Like
he even mentioned in some behind the scenes trailer, it's like I really like the roles, the transformation. I'm like, you just like getting stupid skinny. And then getting really buff.
Yeah, he likes getting it. Like I say, he's getting in his bag. Christian Bale does the same thing.
Right.
Like I get to fucking put my body through torture for this role, only to put myself through more torture for the next role. Bring it.
All right.
It'll bring out the suffering.
Self-improvements, masturbation, self-destruction. Yeah. Fight Club, baby. Fight Club.
I was thinking about Fight Club today. Another one, just one of the... Hey, folks, if y'all haven't seen Fight Club, seriously, go watch Fight Club.
It's don't read up on it. If you don't know anything about Fight Club at this point,
if you don't know anything about Fight Club,
just
oh my,
father, hey, it's like I might have spoiled that. If you haven't seen Star Wars, go see it now. Oh wait,
that makes me excited for people that like. There's still people out there. It's like I've never even seen Fight Club. Like, do you know what happens? Like, I don't know. It's like, oh,
right.
You're gonna love the movie. Right. You're gonna love what happens.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna get mad at me. It's like, what the fuck did you just have me watch? Like, I don't know, man.
I didn't know that you didn't like those types of movies. I'm sorry.
Right.
What's your favorite movie? Sound of Music. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Right.
Jesus.
You didn't like the clips. You didn't like the clips of the little dick actually cut into the movie because it makes the okay. That wasn't okay. Sorry.
I mean, it could have been a musical. They're doing Back to the Future, the musical. I want to see Fight Club, the musical. Okay.
And if this is your first night at Fight Club, you have to fight. Dom, 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 dom. Fight Club. With a punch and a pow. Fight Club. No shoots, no shirts. Fight Club. What are the rules? Tell them the rules. Hey, Tyler, come on. Let's tell them the rules. Rule number 1 of Fight Club. Fight Club. There you go. Fight Club the musical, everybody. Now I want to see that.
So for whoever listens to this, I really want you to take all of that and put music behind it. Whoever, you have 100% permission to take everything that he just did and legit try and make that a quick musical number. Please, I beg of you, whoever has the capability of doing this, please do it. The man snorted, for God's sakes, because he knows how funny this would be if we all of a sudden got a clip in our email, an MP3 of Fight Club the musical.
Fight Club the musical
by Keely Payton. Please, shit. Folks. There's certain things that you never want more in life.
All jazz hands. Fight Club.
Oh, man. Right.
Hey, man, you ever heard of Fight Club? Fight Club. Fight Club. Keep it a secret. What? Follow me to the basement. Fight Club. Yeah, man. I got it.
So we were talking about Morbius.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Yep. That's what happens, man.
Just
as Jared Leto transforms his body, we transform the conversation as we need to.
Bam! Right back into it, folks. We know what we're doing.
So
what do we do?
If you have a rare blood disease, is the best answer to cut yourself and have bats flying at you at superhuman speed?
I mean, rabies and or other things on top of it.
Is that the best solution he came up with?
Well,
all other things failed. Was that? Well, fuck it. I'm dying next week anyway. Might as well try to fucking see if the Batman thing could come to. I don't know. Like, I'm interested to see how he comes up with the I'm going to cut my hand and stand in front of a bunch of bats and I will be cured.
But are you interested in seeing how this all really
kind of like, again, didn't like, it's not, I'm not like, yeah, I want to see it more than I wanted to see Venom when they announced it, if that helps.
You know what I'm thinking of right now? How we said that, hey, we're doing a Flash movie. And everybody's like, who cares? And then he said, okay, we're going to put Michael Keaton in it.
Yeah.
So, hey, they're doing a Morbius movie. And everybody went, who cares? And then they went, hey, we're putting Michael Keaton in it.
Yep. I'm telling you.
So,
at
this point, I think that if nobody wants to see a movie, the next time
my relationship starts to fail, I'm going to call Michael Keaton.
Yeah, and put Michael Keaton in it.
Yep, he fixes everything.
Right? Perfect. Are you having problems in your relationship? Do you think you're about to be fired from your work? Is everything going wrong in your family? Well, I got a problem solver for you. That's right, Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton will solve all your problems.
Michael Keaton, everybody.
Call 1-800-KEATON. Doesn't work.
When Chan Tam starts to get into a rut, which it'll never happen because Chan Tam's is one of the best places of all time. It's one of the best places on earth. You can Google it. we can bring in Michael Keaton. He'll be our guest. Come on down to the Chan Tams, everybody. Michael Keaton's here. Oh, yeah.
If Michael Keaton could be a co-owner of Shantam's, yeah, there would be no.
Well, he is also part inspiration for Chan Tams. So he is kind of part owner of Chan Tams. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, could you imagine? Oh, could you imagine? What if?
Yes.
So yeah, Morbius. I'm more excited to see Morbius than I was for Venom, which is not saying a whole lot, but I probably won't see it in theaters. I'll probably wait till it's streaming. I don't know if I'm going to get up and go sit in a theater and watch Morbius. I'll be perfectly honest. But it looks like Sony went, hey, so we have this weird character we want to kind of throw at you. We're going to do it. We're going to insert it into our thing, and we're going to make it a part of Venom, and we're going to make our own little Spider-Man verse. So they're making their Spider-Verse. So there you go.
Well, yes, they are. And speaking of which, and more excited to see this than you were Venom, Venom 2 comes out on Blu-ray and all that jazz, whatever, December 14th. And the only reason I say that, the only reason I'm saying any of this, is because Venom 2, something happened, everybody.
Something did happen. And, you know, one of us was absolutely spot on. You nailed it, sir.
Well, because
going back and listening to the old podcast, kind of just
I heard things through the grapevine.
I was like, he nailed it. He called it.
Shit got leaked, and I heard that shit got leaked, and well, that's what happened. So go figure. But yeah, they're tying them in. They've done it, folks, and I'm just gonna say it because it all got leaked anyways, and it's all over the place. And like I said, I would not leak anything until it already got leaked. So I'm not talking about anything that's not already been talked about. Spoilers, by the way, folks. Tom Holland was at the end of Venom 2. All of a sudden, he just gets transported into some world, transported someplace, and he's not in the hotel room that he was in the first place. And then he sees Spider-Man on the screen of the TV, and it's Tom Holland. And he starts licking the screen. So good times. Just letting you know that this happened. And so we have now Venom being pulled into this whole multiverse of madness moment. And I say this now because it comes out, 4 days before Spider-Man does. So it comes out on 4K 4 days before Spider-Man does. Is there a chance that he's also in Spider-Man? Or in a cutscene at the end?
So if I'm trying to remember correctly, they're just sitting around just talking, and all of a sudden they just get transported to this other thing, and then they see
the scene just showed him saying I've seen worlds, and I've seen universes and blah blah blah, galaxies that your tiny little brain wouldn't be able to handle. He's like, oh yeah, try me. And he's like, all right, I'll do this. And then once he starts showing him, supposedly everything changes. And even Venom's like, what was that? I didn't do that. That wasn't me. And they're now in some tropical hotel room as opposed to some dingy hotel room they were in before. And there's Spider-Man on the screen, unmasked, as Tom Holland. Or Peter Parker, whatever the fuck. It's Tom Holland playing Peter Parker, unmasked, as Spider-Man. So, yeah, they're tying everything in. Everything's getting to the point where, and even when they said that, they're acting as Spider-Man 3, or the third installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, was basically the last Spider-Man movie. And by doing so, now they're able to, if they're tying in all these other universes that are basically Sony owned, they can just do other Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. Or if they also introduce Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire back into the universes, they can continue doing the Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. So, yeah, I believe this is all going to happen, and it's very smart. Make your money and enjoy yourself. Everybody, whatever fan of Spider-Man you were, you're probably going to get it. Good times.
Good times.
Great oldies. Good morning. Anything else? Did I miss anything?
Well, just one more quick thing. I mean, it's no big deal. Only that supposedly we're going to get a third Boondock Saints.
What?
Yeah. Bear. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Yeah.
And shepherds we shall be. For thee, my lord, for thee. 'Cause yeah. Boondocks 3 confirmed with original cast and director. It's going down. It's going to be great.
here's my hope. I enjoyed the first one. I did not enjoy the second one as much as. I don't know if you. I don't. Okay, maybe I'm stepping into some fucking hostile territory.
Nah,
here, but
you didn't enjoy as much as the first one. Like that's
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's because
I enjoyed the second one. I own it.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't the first one. The first one was just that that perfect little moment in movie history.
Yep.
It's great. So if they can, harness that feeling again, somehow harness that energy and focus it back into their movie making process, it just seemed like the second movie had more of a budget and they were able to do fancier things, and I'm like, take it back to whatever budget you had for the first movie. Make it. Go. Whatever timing you had for that first movie to make that movie, do it. Because it first movie was fantastic. So yeah, I'm excited to see another one of these.
Basically, Duffy says that where we're going is the brothers are older. They're coming out into a brand new world. It's not like the one they left. They're at odds. One wants to continue and the other one doesn't. There's a new enemy out there, not like the traditional one they've faced. And that's going to be the thing about this one. So
cool.
I'm interested to see the brothers at odds. I'm sure their father is passed at this point. So I don't know if Willem is still involved with them. I don't know if they're going to do because that I don't know if they're going to continue off the last one where it's like, we got to get him out. We got to get him moving. We're like him and the broad, we're going to break him out of jail and do the thing. So yeah, dope. Let's go Boondock Saints 3. I'm excited for this.
Are they basically doing Bill and Ted 3 but with Boondock Saints?
I don't know. They said so.
Because Ted didn't know about really wanting.
Well,
to
what's scary is that they're kind of what I understand is they're hoping to build a. I'll read their words. The hope with Boondock Saints 3 is to build a far-reaching cinematic franchise a la John Wick. That worries me a little bit, that phrasing, but
no.
Yeah, right. See what I'm saying? Like that
no.
Phrasing worries me just a touch, but
so we're setting up the next generation. They're going to find other people to continue on their work. Please don't. Can we just not?
Yeah, I know.
Like I said, Bill and Ted 3 are so they're going to have kids. Do they have kids? Do they have kids? And they're so the cousins are going to keep going.
I don't know. But I will.
The scene where they give them
that happens. If that happens, I don't think I'll continue. Like if wherever the brothers stop being the Boondock Saints, that's where I will stop with the like. I don't need to see like a passing of torches or like, oh, to the Boondock Saints is just a title. Like, nah, I don't need that. So if that's where they end up going with it, fine. But I won't continue down that road. I will stop with the Brothers McManus. The last thing I just wanted to say, because I don't know if you've seen it. Did you see the? Oh, yes, you sent it to me. Yeah. So that True Story. With Kevin Hart, Wesley Snipes.
Oh, yeah, that looks like At first, I'm watching it going, "Is this a joke?
Right.
What's happening?"
Because if it comes up, I'm like, "What? Did Kevin Hart make a movie about himself?"
There was even an overhead shot of one of the stand-up shows, and I went, "That's the one from Netflix."
Like Netflix presents. It's like Kevin, meet the hottest comedian in Philadelphia. I'm like, Kevin Hart. This is a Kevin Hart movie. What is this? And then it's like, oh, your brother Wesley Snipes. I was like, oh, and they roped Wesley Snipes into this. Oh, okay. And then it gets real. I'm like, oh, this is some
right.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. No, that looks cool. I'm interested in that.
I'm interested to see Kevin Hart. Just check the acting range, man.
Yeah, well, he was doing a couple of things. He did one where he did with Bryan Cranston, where he was taking care of Bryan Cranston, where he was paraplegic.
Right.
And
did that end up?
But there was a little bit of comedy.
Did that end up being a serious movie?
I mean, it doesn't look like it's one where it's a complete comedy, like anything he would do with The Rock.
Right.
It looks more like something that would be like one of those heartwarming family things where it's like you can keep going and this and that, but you got a comedian in there to make it so that way it's not the entire time, why am I in this fucking chair? So that's my opinion.
Sure, no, sure.
I mean, he did another one where he's taking care of a kid. His wife dies and he's taking care of their newborn baby. And he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. So he's been attempting, but this one, it's more of a thriller. This is more of a Hitchcock. This is more of a running away from the problem, facing the problem, getting blamed for something you didn't do, trying to prove your innocence type of movie. And I'm interested to see what he does with that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the guy's absolutely hilarious. But I'm wondering if people are only going to be able to see his comedy and his stand-up while watching this movie and not be able to take him seriously.
I don't think so. Because a lot of times he also has like a lot of comedy people around, some certain like comedy people around him too. But I think if you put him in a serious situation, I mean, he's gonna, not that he hasn't gone up with great actors before, but you put him in there in a situation where now you have like a Wesley Snipes he's got to get in a certain bag. I think that's gonna force Kevin to do it in a way where you'll believe it, because it's like you'll have to shake off that. I think it'll force you to shake off that trope when you see him, because he's going to be in the situation that's like really not funny at all, where it's like he's not going to be making jokes or little things to get out of it. Like he's going to have to feel the pain and go through it. So it'll be a good tester to see how well he does, and see how everybody reacts to it.
Yeah,
it'll be good. It'll be good. I think it'll be really good.
One last thing, and because it's quick.
Yeah,
the Masters of the Universe. Revelation, season 2 or part 2 trailer came out. Did you see it?
I haven't seen the trailer.
Don't.
But I love how. Wait, did I see the trailer? Yep, I
don't
did.
see it.
Yep, nope.
You did?
No, I haven't. What I did see was one of the announcements where Kevin Smith basically trolled a guy and then announced season 2, where he retweeted a thing where somebody was like, "Oh, thanks a lot, Kevin Smith, for ruining my childhood with Masters of the Universe." And he was like, "Oh, by the way, thank you for reminding me. Season 2, Masters of the Universe, coming to Netflix."
Perfect. That's awesome.
Like, that's how you do it. You burned him.
Right.
Good.
Well, all I got to say is if you haven't seen the trailer and you enjoyed what you watched, don't watch this trailer.
Oh.
Dude,
okay.
It spoils everything.
Well, yeah.
There's so much that if you just don't know going into it, then you're left at the cliffhanger, and then they just basically went, oh, and then this happens, and okay, and also, by the way, this is going to happen too, and then this really big surprise, this also happens. And right at the end of the movie, or at the end of the trailer, they tease you with something else that is supposed to be a fucking surprise. So I'm good. Well, I'm going to watch the trailer. I can't wait to see. I mean, I'm going to watch the show. I can't wait to watch it. But
do you think that's
really disappointed.
Do you think that's a Netflix reaction from all the negative whatever? So they just felt like, well, let's try to show them as much cool stuff as possible. So maybe they'll.
According to Netflix, or according to Kevin Smith, Netflix was basically like, oh, that negative reaction is a percent of people. The rest of them are going to either watch it and or are absolutely enjoying it.
Well, yeah,
so it does not matter.
I don't think it would matter to Netflix anyway. I mean,
I just think that there's people that don't know how to make trailers, and I'll keep saying this probably every episode we record. They have to start going back to when you can tease them with just a certain amount of footage that doesn't show everything, but it's enough to pull them in. It's enough to interest them. That's why it's called a teaser. You tease them. You don't fucking give them everything. You don't reveal. It's not called a reveal.
Right.
It just...
Right. No, I get it. I understand. No, I we've spoken about it before. Like, I would film stuff that we know aren't. I would film stuff just for the trailer or film stuff just for teaser. That's not going to be in the movie. That's just, you know, like little shots and things like that that you can only see in the teaser trailer. Like, didn't you say something about there was a teaser for Back to the Future where they just kind of panned around the car and it was see, like little stuff like that. I think is dope.
Well, think of Deadpool 2. When he's running to the phone booth and he's got the Superman music and everything like that. None of that shit was in the movie. And that was fantastic.
And the whole crime is happening and he's
still trying to get out of it. Yeah, no, it just. So you don't have to do that. You can even just use stuff that's in the movie that doesn't reveal anything. None of the stuff that's supposed to be a surprise, don't put it in the trailer. Anything that's a big moment at the end of the movie, don't put it in the trailer. And if it completely reveals that something good or bad happens to said main character, that is a big moment, and you show that in the trailer, you're an idiot. Stop it.
I think they.
Stop
I mean, you go in knowing that you're going to have to sell this thing. You go in knowing that you're going to film certain shots. You know you're going to film certain things, certain big moments. Just take, like a good teaser would maybe be like, say something. It's like you have your big action scene. Or say like somebody's about to like drive a car through drive a car into a warehouse to go fucking stop someone, right? So the big shot is them driving through the warehouse. The big shot is them driving the car, this and that and the third. Show like a little clip of a dude, whoever's going to be driving the car, like he's like strapping up or like getting ready. And then he's just like, he's walking to the car or it's just something like that. And he gets in it and he just has like a look on his face and it's like, boom, he revs the car up and it's like, you don't know what he's about to do. But then you go watch the movie and you're like, oh, remember that teaser trailer? That was like the little in-between thing. And it could still all be connective tissue. You know what I mean? And it just all creates more excitement around the movie. Like, I always love when people try to do like little things like, like when they set up websites for movies and it's just like this whole thing. And it's all part of the promotion for the movie. Like that stuff like that's always really appealed to me. So in that same aspect, like if you can make little teasers that you just shoot and you're going to make a teasers, but then like you come to find out like, oh no, that teaser we shot, no, this is what happened right before this moment in the movie. Like that's what's all connected. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Certain stuff. Just fucking stop fucking up, people. Stop showing us everything.
Stop giving everything away in the trailers.
I really don't want to have to get to the point where I don't want to watch any of the trailers.
Oh, I have.
I enjoy watching trailers.
Shanty is there already. You know my cousin Shanty.
Yeah, I've got friends who do it.
I
don't watch.
Literally, will be in the movie theater, and if it's a preview for a movie he knows he's going to see, he will literally be in the movie theaters. He will cover both his ears. Well, you got the one ear, but he covers both his ears and just kind of hums to himself. Doesn't hear it, and we have to tap him like, "Hey, preview's over."
Right.
So yeah, he won't do it.
Yep.
Like all this stuff that you send me, like, did you see this trailer? See this trailer? He's the person's like, no, I didn't see it. It's like, no, I'll skip it. Especially if he knows he's going to see it. Like if he's on the fence, maybe. But like if it's definite, he knows he's going to the theater. No, he's like, he won't watch the trailer.
Right.
Yeah. Like I don't think he'd seen. I think he stopped watching Marvel trailers after like the second Avengers or something like that. Like he didn't like the trailers to Endgame, Infinity War, like the Thor Ragnarok, the last couple. Like he didn't watch any of that shit. Just like, he was like, nope. He's like, nope, not watching any of the trailers. He's just like, because I know I'm gonna go see the movie, so I don't want anything to get spoiled. Like not even little stuff they want you to see. He's like, so I'm just gonna go watch it. So
I don't know. Growing up enjoying those really cool teaser trailers that made you want to see the movie and didn't show you everything. And now, I'm getting to that point where I don't want to.
Well, I almost look at the minute rate now. Like when you send the trailer, if it's about if the trailer's like a minute long, I'll watch it. If it's getting to be like, if I see it and it's like 2-3 minutes, I'm like, you're gonna show like that Uncharted trailer, the Uncharted trailer, man, that's pretty much the whole movie in that trailer.
Yeah.
I was sitting there watching it with Kayla, and she was. We were both like halfway through the trailer. We're both just like, this trailer's still going. Like, good Lord, they're showing all the shit. Kayla's like, this is the whole movie. I'm like, pretty much. Like, no.
Sony.
Dang.
Sony, bro.
Yeah, dang. Dang.
Look how much they show to the Spider-Man movies in the Spider-Man like trailers. You know, they show Sony has this way of like going, look, this is the movie. Now go see the whole thing. So, yeah.
Oh, well. What was that? News?
That is the news.
The news. Hey, that was all the news.
I know that we said that we were going to do an entire episode of nothing but news, but we are going to add in something. We're going to do a quick little thing about the Eternals.
Let's do a quick little thing about the Eternals then.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Do a small portion today of meat and potatoes.
Little TV dinner, meat and potatoes.
Right. One of those like kids versions.
Right. That comes with a prize, a little toy.
Exactly. Because we want to talk about the prize at the end, but the rest of it, I mean, it's not that it was a bad movie. I just don't really have very much to say about it. So I figured, why don't we just kind of do a non-spoiler talk about the movie?
Sure. Non-spoiler talk. We'll keep it freshly wrapped for the people. We won't spoil anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Except for the end. So when we get to a point at the end.
Except for, yes, the little toy. The little toy at the end. It'll.
Toy at the end's coming.
Yes. This TV dinner will be worth the toy at the end. I promise.
Yes. So, Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
It was a movie. It was good. It has quite the cast in it. Let's see some of it being Angelina Jolie playing Thena. No way. Kit Harington. And
Kit Harington is Jon Snow for the people that are just like, who? Yeah.
Right.
King of the North, Jon Snow.
Selma Hayek as Ajak. Gemma Chan as Cersei. Richard Madden as Icarus.
King Rob.
Exactly. So we have a couple of Game of Thrones alumni here. Barry Keoghan? Probably saying his name wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's just Barry Keoghan, but probably just...
Keegan? Maybe, I don't know.
Could be. Let's see.
How do you pronounce his name?
Because we have a thing with names. At least I do.
Yeah, I think it's just Keoghan. It's like Keoghan.
So Barry is playing Druig. And then we got Don Lee playing Gilgamesh.
Kumail Ali Nanjiani.
Playing Kingo.
I hope I did it right. It's either Kumail. It says so. It might be Kumail, might be Kumail, Ali, and Nanjiani. I tried. I took a stab at it.
Leah McHugh is Sprite.
Took me half the movie to realize that was a little actress, not a little actor.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I thought it was a little boy, just a very effeminate boy. And then halfway through, I'm like, oh, that is actually a little girl. Goddamn. All right. Sorry.
Haircut didn't do her any favors. But Sprite,
Yeah.
She's playing Sprite.
Yeah.
So, Brian Tyree Henry.
Oh, Paperboy. Yeah.
Yes. Fastest.
Yeah. Go Paperboy.
Yeah. Am I forgetting anyone?
Yeah. We have Lauren Ridloff. She's playing Makari.
Oh, yes, Makari.
And then we have we have Harish Patel. You don't you won't know it from any of the trailers, but he's the videographer running around with your boy, the Bollywood guy.
Right.
He was funny. That was a funny character. I like that. That was silly.
He and Kit Harington actually got their own posters.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is a heavy cast.
It's a heavy movie.
It is a heavy movie. I said
I don't mean like oh my God, there's like really heavy subjects throughout the whole thing.
Not really, no.
It's all normal.
Pretty simple. Pretty simple. The plot is very, very straightforward. I mean, it's a perfect segue into a little non-spoiler. We'll say that all these wonderful people that we named, these wonderful actors and the characters that they're playing, they are beings.
Eternals.
Beings from another place, and they come to Earth, and They befriend human beings, but they are not allowed to interfere. They've been given instructions to not interfere in anything.
They basically just take out the deviants.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep. And
if you're not taking out deviants, then you just basically just watch.
Yeah, you basically just
until
watch.
We tell you to come home.
Just being a bunch of watchers. So they've been around since pretty much the beginning of the human race. So a long time. And when Thanos snaps half the known living whatevers out of whatevers, and then we snap everything back, apparently that set off an event that the Eternals are going to get involved in. And that's about as non-spoilers as we can. So, and then so they've been separated and they have to get the band back together to help out with whatever's happening. And that's pretty much non-spoiler thing.
Well, in the trailers, they say that, by the snap happening again and bringing everybody back is what brought back the deviants. That's why they
the snap
the deviants.
Brought back the deviants because it started this, and it also started this whole chain event of, the immersion and all that stuff. So
yeah, they got 7 days.
Yes,
Ajax or Selma Hayek says that in the trailer. Richard Madden goes, "How long do we have?" Selma Hayek says 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's as far as we're going to get into plot, folks.
It felt like by the way, okay, well, I'll say this for it. It felt like a big art movie, like it was a lot of big visuals.
Cinematography was great.
Cinematography is fantastic.
Yeah.
They're doing some wonderful things with CGI nowadays. They figured out ways with this movie where they're like, so we have a collection of a lot of older folks, probably not going to do a lot of running around crazy action. Let's figure out a way to basically just CGI weapons around them so they don't have to move all that much.
Right.
Because, it's a lot of, you got your man whipping out hand cannons. Gilgamesh just has to block things, and then the gauntlets form around him. The one lady's super fast. Everything that Angelina Jolie wields is CGI'd, so she doesn't have to swing any kind of heavy things or anything. They can literally give her.
She's gonna have some. She had something in her hands to make it so that.
Probably like a big plastic spear with something that just had like the little dots on it, so they could track it. And
right, not even that. Probably just at that point, it's like you just can have like a portion of the spear, and then at that point, as long as it's weighted on either side, so she can, spin it, and it doesn't look like she's not spinning anything, then at that point, just CGI the rest in, make it even longer, make it even crazier. And, if it makes it look like it hits her, then change it a little bit with CGI. Done.
They figured out a way to, I'll say it like this. Icarus is a pretty good Superman.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this earlier at some point. We said that it felt like a DC movie. Going from the tone of, this is one of the reasons why it's like I don't want to get into everything about this movie at this point, and plus I don't have too much to say because it didn't really wow me. It felt like we went from all these Marvel movies right into a DC movie. And the director even came out and said that she was directly inspired by Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. And when you watch this movie, you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it. You can feel it.
Oh, yeah. The snozberries taste like snozberries, my friend.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
this is yeah.
But the thing was that, we even said, I think you said it, that they did a better DC movie than Warner Brothers did.
That's facts. I think the joke I said was Marvel is so intent on being better than DC that they went, hey, let's make a DC movie better than DC can.
No, it's definitely had very Justice League feel to it. You got the fast guy, the super strong guy, the Superman, the tech person, the person who,
Oh, they've covered all their bases. Like,
right.
To the point where it's like they can't even have like this. It almost feels like they can't have a big knockout, drag out fight where all 10 of them can do things, because it's like some of them, like your one dude can I didn't even know what he did till I saw the movie. Keegan.
Oh, Druig. Yeah.
Druig, yeah, the dude who can basically like just take over people's minds and have them do things.
Right.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, okay, well, here's a guy who's been told not to interfere, but his power is to take over people's minds. So what the hell is he gonna do? So what is he gonna do? Like, he doesn't have much to do.
Yeah.
So like when they were like, we have to go get everybody, I'm like, do you? Everyone? Can't this one dude just get in a room and like just change everybody's minds, or is that too much interference? It's I was like, all right, what's this dude here for? But
right.
So not a terrible movie. Not a terrible movie. Just not nothing. Not a big. You're right. Besides certain visuals, not a lot of wow to the movie.
No, I mean, like even when there were certain shots that of like when you said that he makes a good Superman, there was some certain shots that I watched and I went, "Hey, that's cool," but I didn't go, "All right," or "Whoa," or just had that moment of just like just that wow, like you said, wow moment. I wasn't wowed at all by this movie. When there was a lot of cool shit.
They showed you a lot of the wow moments in the trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the rest of it, when it happens, it doesn't last, doesn't carry over. It doesn't have that moment, especially when you have all these characters. It's interesting when you live in a world of all these Marvel movies that came before. So you have, I mean, you've got a framework that you can work with, where you can look at, okay, when you have all these characters and they're fighting certain characters or whatever it is, you have them kind of go one after another with some of their coolest stuff, and then they team up and then do like one big thing all at the same time, all using their own talents. And they didn't really have that even in this. And if they did, I missed it, and that's not good. There were certain points where I was thinking about other things during the action scenes. And I kind of had to like go, oh yeah, I'm watching a movie. Not saying it's bad. The movie wasn't bad. Just didn't wow me.
Well, that, and I feel like one thing that Marvel's gotten really good at doing, especially in the MCU, is getting you to care about these people that they're telling these stories about. Even when you have a ragtag group of people that you've never heard of, everybody loves Guardians of the Galaxy now. Like, everybody loves Groot, everybody loves Rocket, everybody loves Star-Lord, because you've gotten to go on these journeys with these different characters. With this one, I just think with so many of them, you didn't have time to focus on one or two long enough to really care about their well-being. At least I didn't, where it was just like, all right, well, things, like if bad things are going to happen to them, it wasn't like, oh no, they died. It was like, oh, okay, well, they're no longer here, whatever.
Right.
Like, I saw what they tried to make you care about, like, to the point where, like, again, non-spoilers, but when they do the big reveal, like, one of the, like, oh, hey, here's the thing, you're just like, oh, so?
And?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What of it?
Not surprising. I will say this while a plane is flying over, because it's plane time.
The plane, pew, 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 pew. I feel the need for speed.
Get off my plane.
Riding to the
Snakes on a
zone.
plane. Well, snakes on a plane.
Get them off my motherfucking plane.
Perfect. Still nice and deep, still nice and there.
I like plane time.
Plane time's fun. I'm going to have to look up more plane things. Nobody called me Shirley, so it's good.
Woo! Just want to tell you both good luck. All counting on you.
They're counting on us. When you have a framework of not only, when it comes to action, heroic looking shit, you also have the framework of that there's humor within this Marvel universe. And a lot of it. When you start with Iron Man and he's just cracking jokes immediately at the beginning of the movie. That's who his character is. He's constantly kind of using that as a defense mechanism. You have other characters that are constantly, they're They're giving you serious tone, something to laugh at, something to kind of bring you back. Then serious, then something to laugh at. There's a rhythm to it. This one had serious tone, little something to laugh at, then nothing but serious tone, serious throughout the whole movie, a little bit more something to laugh at, a little moment to breathe, and then all serious. It really was just a DC movie. It felt like Man of Steel. Because she really was directly inspired by that. You could see it in that. So, cool visuals. There was some cool action. There was one or two moments where I went, all right, that was really cool. But nothing else really after that. Without spoiling anything or going into it very much longer, because I really don't want to get into it, this movie was, in my opinion, this movie is a good movie. They introduced a lot of characters, and there's a lot of build-up to an action piece where, had we already known these characters, this movie would have been like 45 minutes.
I think it's the most expensive filler movie in the MCU.
There it is.
Yeah, this was more filler. This was more setting up next kind of basis of where the story's going.
Right.
These characters are supposed to kind of be introduced to you as grand or larger in life. They were probably worshipped as gods at one point, and then it's like, they have to come together for this thing, and then they're now living in a world where people have forgotten them, and some of them want to blend in, some of them want to disappear, some of them, for this, that, and the third, just, it's, yeah. Like it's I
don't know. I think
there's certain, like, when we get into the spoiler aspect, we can definitely get into the storylines that they really try to make you care about, that at the end of the day, you're just kind of like, so, oh well.
I think when people were saying that, we didn't know much about Guardians of the Galaxy and we went into it and absolutely enjoyed it. So Eternals has a chance where you can just go into it and just absolutely enjoy it. I mean, I didn't hate it. I thought it was good.
It's a fine film.
Yeah.
It's an expensive filler movie. Yeah. It's just like, all right.
I think the thing was with Guardians, though, where it had the one-up over Eternals, was that it didn't take place on Earth. It had its little Earth moment, and then it was everywhere else in the galaxy. And I think that Eternals would have done better had it had a lot more Jack Kirby-style visuals, godlike style planet, whatever it may be, and then have these characters established on another planet that is not anything remotely like Earth, and then have the other half of the movie on Earth. Because then at that point you have, at least these characters have been established in a world where you don't know it. You're not surrounded by things that you know, and then these people are trying to blend in, and as you're establishing these characters, you're like going, oh great, they're drinking fucking Starbucks. They're sitting with scarves on. I don't care. I want to see somebody in a suit. I want to see somebody wearing a cape. I want to see somebody, with a crazy cool outfit. So, yeah, I think that might have been why, Guardians, of course, did much better. Also, humor. Lots of humor.
Well, it's also just a different, they advertised it as a different movie. I mean, you see Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like, hey, they could have just called it Assholes of the Universe. You can't call it that. You have to be true to it, so you call it Guardians of the Galaxy. So you set up right in the bat in the trailers. They're showing you all these, like, look at these guys. This thing is going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. Even the teaser and all this leading up to this, it was like, look at these larger than life, godlike people that have come to Earth to save us? ? So,
right.
It's just it's a whole different feel coming in. Or even the trailer is like most of the trailer is like, hey, we have to get the band back together, but nobody seems really happy about it. There's a lot of this like, hey, look at their reunion thing, and the trailer's like, hi, hello, like no one's happy to see each other. Not a lot of smiles in the trailer. I think the only time you hear them laugh in any of the trailers is when they make the whole joke like, well, now that Steve Rogers and Tony Stark are gone, who's going to lead the Avengers? Well, I could lead them. Ha 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 ha. And that's it. Every other thing in that trailer is like long forlorning stares or little action scenes, or you get the one shot of the dude doing the Bollywood dance. But then there's not a lot of, then people are holding people's faces and staring into each other's eyes and staring perplexed at things and staring into the distance and staring at amazing things.
That's a lot of the movie too. So it just, you don't have much to choose from.
Kit Harington turns around and has that I know nothing because I'm Jon Snow look on his face. And, it's just a lot of, there's not a lot of like smiling and having fun. This is all very serious, no, we have 7 days. Okay, let's get everyone back together. Hey, we have to stop this. It's very serious.
Yes. Yeah.
It's fun being a Guardian of the Galaxy. It's not very fun being an Eternal, Justin.
Not yet. Don't worry, they'll make it fun. But I will say, see the movie. If you enjoy it, awesome. If you think that we are completely and utterly wrong about what we just said, then that's great. That's awesome. That is your opinion, and enjoy it and have fun.
I mean, it's nothing to disagree with. It's a non-spoiler.
Right.
When we, because then we'll be able to have the talking points of why we feel certain ways when we do the whole thing. So as of right now, go see it if you like.
Right.
Yeah.
But we are going to spoil some stuff coming up. So get ready. Let's just say it now. In 3, 2, 1, we're spoiling things. In the tag scene at the end, we have Kit Harington's character opening a box. We're not going to say what's in said box, but he is opening a box. As he is reaching for what is in said box.
The most action he does in the whole movie, but...
Yes. Well, no, he does some running.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
But as he is reaching for the box and for what's in it, we hear a voice. And I don't know if we want to say the character's last name. We'll just say that we hear a voice say, like, "Are you sure you want to do that?
Are you sure you're ready for that?"
And that voice you hear is Mahershala Ali.
Now, why is that so exciting, Justin?
Because he is playing Blade.
Oh, shit!
The entire movie, for me, was an introduction to Blade, and we don't even see him. And that was the most exciting point for the movie for me. I was more excited about that than the 2 hours and 38 minutes that came before it. Wow. But other than that, Blade's coming, folks. And I'm very happy about that.
Now, I'm going to try my best not to make this into a fucking 20, 30-minute rant about Blade, and I won't, because that's not what this podcast is about. That will have its own episode. But
we'll talk more about it.
Let's just say that
spoilers.
Anybody that knows me knows that I am a huge, huge fan of Blade. And
yes,
when it was said that Mahershala Ali walked into the Marvel Studios and was like, "Hey, y'all have a Blade?" And they were like, "Nah." And they were like, "Well, you do now." And they were like, "Yes, we do. I've been waiting for something like this to pop up." And I think we did confirm. Well, we'll know if we're wrong or right. I do believe it is the first. Excuse me. Oh Lord. I do believe it's the first cutscene cameo that's just a voice. You don't see him, folks. He doesn't pop up. You just hear his voice. So, pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting stuff, which means they're probably going to save his full appearance for either his actual shit or he's going to pop up somewheres else before his actual shit. So,
I'm guessing possibly Moon Knight.
Could be.
Because that would be a good place to throw him in. If not, then they're going to probably throw him in to possibly the, whatchamacallit. There's a, whatchamacallit? I'm surprised you didn't catch that one.
Well, because
There's a Halloween special. They're gonna, right, you're all in Blade at this point. There's a Halloween special that's going to be coming out that's called Werewolf by Night.
Oh.
And you could throw him into a Halloween special easily if you're going to introduce him through that. But I don't know. We might just go from this right there to his movie. Or maybe they're doing a series on Disney Plus. I don't know. We shall see. I think it's a full movie, though. I think he's actually getting an actual feature.
Who, Blade?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a full feature movie. They don't have an announcement yet. It still says TBA, but yeah.
Yeah. We shall see.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that was our Eternals non-spoilery review. Go see it. And if not, it'll be on Disney Plus in less than 45 days.
Yeah, then when that happens, we'll have a full Eternals review, and then you can
we'll do that one.
You can start to you can either agree or disagree with why we bring so much joy to this to this review.
I have been nothing but joy this entire podcast.
Yeah.
I've been a lump of joy, and I promise you all, I will be a lot happier in the next episode. Happier in the next episode.
We're going in on the next episode. We're going to talk about quite a fine film, which I will probably have seen maybe 2 or 3 more times before we talk about it again. So,
yeah, I'm going to watch it a couple more times.
Mm-hmm.
I already been listening to the soundtrack a lot too. So yes, we are going to talk about The Harder They Fall.
The harder they come, the harder they fall, one and all. This movie's
Such a good movie.
This movie's great.
Such a good movie. And we're also going to talk about a lot of news, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, stuff's happened. Stuff's going down. Disney opened up their bag, and they let a couple of their gems spill out. Where they're like, "Hey, y'all, got some stuff coming up for you.
Check this out.
We want your money." So we're ready, and the stuff that they're coming up, we're like, "Okay, here, take the money."
Right,
because some good
There's
stuff.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll talk. We'll have a nice, good long conversation next week.
Yeah, we will.
Yes, we will.
Dope. Well, that was, as most TV dinners tend to be, that'll get you through the night. It wasn't, what's the quote? It's nice. It's nice. Not thrilling, but nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool. All right. Cool. That is the episode.
Yes, it is.
We did it.
Where can they find us?
They can find us on. They can find us on all the things, man. We're on Buzzsprout. We're on Spotify. We're on iTunes podcast. We're lots of places. Yeah. We're on Twitter. Matinee Review JA. Go hit us with a follow. We have a Facebook page. There's an email. What's the Matinee Review at Gmail?
The Matinee Review at gmail.com.
Gmail.com. If you want to give us some praise or make fun of us or give us some suggestions or,
Yeah, what do you want us to talk about?
Yeah. If there's something out there you're like, hey, these guys have some pretty good banter. I would love to hear them talk about. Yeah. And we'll go watch or see, yeah, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about, yeah, and it'll be awesome.
Or we won't.
Or we'll just take your suggestion and we'll go, yeah.
Right.
Well, we'll try to do the best we can. A lot of things will probably just get some mentions. Like maybe that's something we can throw in on the news. We can have a little thing like, hey, let's open up the suggestion box. Oh, here's Gary from Iowa. Gary from Iowa said, hey, y'all, have y'all seen the Arrowverse? Would you do something like that? And if we don't want to do a whole podcast on it, we can be like, what's your take on the fucking Arrow on CW? Oh, he's the best you can get to like Batman if he just shot arrows and, so things like that.
Yeah, good.
But, we'll take Gary's suggestion. Thank you, Gary from Iowa, for your suggestion.
Gary from Iowa. We will.
Thank you for listening. And then, so if you want to be like Gary from Iowa, yeah, hit that email. Give us a suggestion. And if you go to Buzzsprout, Buzzsprout does Buzzsprout give them the list of everything they can find us on?
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. So
basically, Buzzsprout is your gateway to whichever podcast site you want to listen to.
there you go.
You know, that's
So I would start with Buzzsprout, everybody. But you can pretty much find us anywhere where you can pretty much find your podcast nowadays. You type Matinee
pretty much
Review
anywhere
in-
except for Pandora at this point.
Yeah,
Still
there
looking
you
into
go.
that, and then if anything, we might be on Pandora soon.
Yeah. And I am actually planning on trying to get an Instagram page up, if not today, at least a makeshift one, then definitely up by next week where we can get it active and going and all that good stuff. Because a lot of kids are on the gram. So we're trying to reach out to the masses, trying to spread the word. So we should
Yeah, what did
get a gram up.
what did Bill say at Northern? All the old people are on Facebook. It's like, wow, you really are 19. Look at you.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as always, everybody, you're hankering for some good chow. Don't forget to stop by your local Chan Tams.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I went with Daniel to Chantam's when he was down here.
There you go.
Segundo. Yeah.
There you go.
I just want to drop a thank you back to him to the fact that he threw a thank you to me for introducing him to Chantam's.
Oh, wonderful.
And all the garlic wonderfulness of Chantam's.
Well, I tell you what, that Chan Tams, they sure know how to treat fellas. So that's great. I'm glad he got to experience some of it. You too, folks, be on the lookout when you're hitting out the road. Look out for your local Chan Tams. They sure like some of your business. Support your local Chan Tams. It's all good.
That's right.
It's good garlic.
That's right.
It's good friends, good food, good times, good goodness. Chan Tams.
That's right, folks. Chantam.
Well, that's the
All right.
episode then.
That is the episode.
Well, as always,
All right, everybody.
it was great talking to you, my guy.
Always good talking to you, my friend.
It was great to have y'all out there listening. Please continue to listen. As always, be safe, love each other, stay positive. And this is the Matinee Review. I am Akili.
I am Justin.
We'll see y'all on the next one.
Take care.
Peace.